This function takes 2 arguments, but 1 argument was supplied. Change Helix theme. Oh, yeah. The theme to change. So I want to go to Adwaita. Like that. Okay. Let's try again. Oh, it needs a string around it. Okay. So runtime error this time. So what we need to do is for this value here, insert theme, the item that we're creating. Now I was really hoping like from string would work. And I kind of want to go take a look at the documentation. So we have insert item, right? Huh. Okay. I want to bring this in, but it wants me to add in quotes around it, which kind of sucks. I'm doing from stir, right? Is stir just returning this? I'm not able to set like, hey, you're a stir, you add in the quotes around me. So I think I do have to add in quotes, which is, I mean, it's okay. We'll be fine. From stir is for parsing. Can you create a value instead? Maybe. So, where am I? I'm in Discord. Okay, let our new value, so theme value equals I want a value. Okay. It expected a struct formatted string. Okay. That's not it. Okay, I should be able to use value from. Value from stir. New theme. Our context is creating theme value. And then value is going to be the theme value. Okay. Oh, so there's no context here. So there's no error. We just have the item. Okay. Yeah, from stir is for parsing. Oh, just from. Okay, got it. Okay, let's try this again.
Changing Helix config to Adwaita.
All right. That was a little bit hard for me to hear. Let me try it again louder.
Changing Helix config to Adwaita.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, it wasn't terrible with its pronunciation, but it worked. JD Newman, hello. How are you doing today? All right, so what if I want to update the theme based upon the CLI? So we want an argument coming in here, and then I can hand it what it's going to be doing. So instead of just like always Adwaita, it's going to be Adwaita Dark, for example, which is the theme we're using. Okay, so I want args. It's gonna be really simple, so I don't think I need anything special. So see, I want new theme. Returns the arguments that this program was started with, normally passed via the command line. Okay, so if I do that, I want args. Can't do like first. What type are you? I can get. Can I get like the first and sample that? I don't think so, right? I forget how to use args. Oh, and which args am I using? I'm using standard and V args. Okay, so it's an iterator. So if I just call next once, I get the first one, right? Yeah. Oh, I want the second one? Oh, okay. So I want the second one. So I skip the first one. So if you're an iterator, you're going to need to be mutable. Say args.next, just skip you. And then just say args.next, get you. I want to expect. Okay, so missing. All right, so missing args. So okay, so missing missing theme. Please make sure to call this command with a theme. Okay. No, just errors or just warnings, no errors. All right, let's just. Oh, you can't hear that, which is good. It's just really annoying to me. All right, let's try this again, but now we're going to do cargo run and what's the theme? I mean, I can find one too, but if any of you have a theme you want me to try out, now's the time. Acme is a theme. That's going to be, I'm going to guess we can go back to Idwada Dark too. Let's go back to Idwada Dark. Oh, wait, did I already? Okay. Oh, there is no theme Idwada. Oh, I thought there was a theme Idwada. Okay, so theme here, we're in a light theme. So we want to go to Idwada Dark. And let's see how this works.
Changing Helix config to Adwaita Dark.
Nice. Okay, I think it worked out well. And then what was the other one? Acme?
Changing Helix config to Acme. Changing Helix
There we
config to
go.
Adwaita
Okay.
Dark.
I think it works out pretty well. I don't like what it's saying. I think it should be changing Helix theme to Idwada Dark or something like that. All right, so I think this is working. Let's go ahead and clean up all the warnings. Now I'm not doing anything with the current theme. So something else we could potentially do is like put the theme back, but I don't think I think we're just gonna change the theme, and then I have the ability to restore the entire config after the stream is done, if I want to. So that's gonna be a thing. Okay, so you're good there, right? All right. One last test we want to do let's go to Acme.
Changing Helix theme to Acme.
Full Stack Live. Hello. Welcome. And thank you so much for the raid. How's your stream? What are you working on today? Also, welcome raiders. We Bitspector, hello. How are you? I know. Here's a stream event for you. I don't have a raid set up for it, and I don't really have any of the other stuff set up. We've been working on a strategy that's going to run when we get those things set up for it, which is right now to change the theme. And so we just wrote a command that allows me to change the theme based upon just whatever we hand into it. So here's our theme. It's horrible. It's very loud. It's bright. And now we can go Idwada Dark.
Changing Helix theme to Adwaita Dark.
And you can hear it switching over to Idwada Dark too, which is nice. You've been doing a bonus, some co-working stream. Wanted some company with your chores. Nice. Excellent. I've never really done a co-working stream. I've thought about it a few times, but I've never really like sort of jumped into it. I've not really watched co-working streams or like sort of been part of other ones either. So I might want to do that first before I would jump into that. But nice, excellent. I assume it's been working out for you pretty well. All right, so for everybody else, what we are working on is I want to create a sort of like a stream manager, stream interactive improver, something working title name, something names are hard. We currently have a program now that can change the Helix theme for us. Helix being the code editor of choice that I have. Thank you again, Full Stack Live, for the raid, and have a great rest of your day. And so obviously we can hand the theme into it when we run it. It will change the theme, make sure the config gets refreshed in all versions of Helix that we have, and then also announce that to the stream, which is nice. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to listen to that right now, because I can't actually monitor this. I need to figure that out, which I'm not sure what I want to do at this point in time to figure that out. But it's pretty cool. On a Mac, there used to be a way to set up like a my own audio interface. It wasn't audio. Oh, it was the audio. Okay. I can totally do this. I can create a multi-output device, rename it to be speakers and headphones. And I want you to go to MacBook Pro speakers and external headphones. Primary device is the headphones. Okay, that sample rate. Okay, that's all good. And then in here, I want to use multi-output device. All right, so we're going to try this again. The only other theme that I know is the loud, bright one. So we're going to do that one again. And we're going to see whether or not I can hear this.
Changing Helix theme to Acme.
Hey, I can hear that. That's pretty good. Now, can I change the volume for myself? I don't think I can. And the volume out here. Oh, wait, I can do primary device is you. No, it still doesn't let me change the volume. Okay, well, I don't think you can hear it in the microphone, so that's gonna be fine. But yeah, now I can do this, and I can hear it too, which is perfect.
Changing Helix theme to Adwaita Dark.
Which is excellent. So you should be able to hear that. I should be able to hear it. Everybody should be happy. And this sort of, I guess, micro project, which is part of the project, is now done. So if we take a look at the plan, this thing is now, we're good to go here. Do we have like a check mark? Okay, you're done. I'm not going to do the change terminal font right now. I want to start moving on these other ones. So either we're going to have the Twitch Helix API listener is next up, or the Stream Interactivity Manager. One of those two is going to have to be next. That being said, if any of you now want to change the theme, we can now do that. I can now do that much easier than I did before, which is nice. So it's still manual, but better than it was. Okay, so I want to say that this is probably the next thing for us to do, is like rebuild this. So the Twitch Helix API listener. Now we have a couple things here. So let's open up open up your code here. And then I also have code that we're going to be reading from over in our let's see, what is it called? playgrounds, which is Twitch chat, not chat ripper. Where did I put it? We wrote a bunch of code for it. Wait. Did I actually, it's not in playgrounds. It's in exploring, not exploring. Do I have a playground for it? Twitch RS playground, maybe? Oh yeah, this is it. Okay, so that we have our Twitch RS playground with the entire navigation thing and all that, which is fun. So a big part of this is now going to be just sort of rewriting this and putting it into a new project. I don't want to just copy it over because I don't like that as a pattern. I like that, like, hey, this was a prototype. This was like a, hey, let's figure it out. But now we can set up the proper architecture for it and error handling too, which is exactly what we want. So that being said, let's open up Helix here. Good. I was like, the .env is there. That's not reading .env. I'm properly hiding .env, which is good. So let's start with this. What do we need here? I probably need most of these, don't I? .env. I don't know if I want the .env macro. I probably need the error handling. Let's start with main. What do we have in here? So definitely need .env. Okay, that's going to load up our .env file into memory. And then, okay, so I just want to grab all these things. Do I want to unwrap on these? I probably don't want unwrap, but we can copy these and I'm going to turn these into, okay, so one at a time. So let's grab you. Okay, so we're going to get the Twitch client ID, Twitch client secret, the redirect URL, no Twitch username. I want to change you to be an expect for each of these. All right, so this is missing missing environment variable. All right, ad break is going to start in around 50 seconds. I will probably take a quick break myself for that, just to go stretch and walk around. But it'll be a short break. All right, missing environment variable, Twitch client ID. 1,000 subs for green hair? Is that enough? I don't know. I've never colored my hair before. So it would probably have to be a pretty significant thing for me to decide to do something like drastic like that. It'd probably have to be something like X number of subs and I'll do something like that. Or manage to put a message in that convinces my wife to make me do that. Some like one of those two things. Maybe both. All right, ad break just started. I'm going to take this as an opportunity to go and stretch, walk around. And thank you also. Whoa, Tea Kettle Drone. Oh, Tea Kettle is a subscriber. Thank you also for answering Scott's questions in Discord. To my wife, free cheesecake if he dyes his hair. I mean, I guess technically 1,000 subs would give me free cheesecake, wouldn't it? It would allow me to buy it, but okay. I guess I have to tell her all these things now. I'll be right back. All right. Let's see. Are we back with? Okay, I think we're back with Twitch too. Welcome back. All right. Okay, so I grab the Twitch information, and then the next thing to do here is to get our user token. Okay, and I have this auth file. And the auth file, I kind of, let's see, do I like that auth file? Right, this was all handling get auth and do the things, which is fun. Okay, so let's, can I do testing for auth? Not really. Okay, so I'm just going straight to get user token to handle those things in. Yeah, and then we have to send a request out. And then anytime you send a request out, that gets really hard to do any kind of testing with this. Okay, so I do like the idea of the auth file though. So let's create that. Although I don't necessarily want to run the auth from main. I might want to run that from here instead. And basically have this hidden behind you. And so instead we're going to have a pub. Probably needs to be async. Oh yeah, so in that case, we need Tokyo async too, don't we? Oh, I didn't pull in the right features. Oh yeah, I need macros. Okay, so now you're happy with that. So I wonder if I just want like a run function here. We're going to want to return a result, which means I want error. Okay, so we have our mod auth. I kind of like to reverse these. Just go to sleep, bro. You were so tired. Notorious Osama AK. Hello. How are you doing today? Am I that tired? I tend. It's actually morning here. I woke up a few hours ago. So let's see. Auth. What do I want to do here? I want to forget user token. So okay. So the first thing we do is we want to get the user token for this. So, pub function get user token. Now we do, okay, so we need those same things that we have there listed on the left. We want the client ID, we want the client secret, and we want the redirect URL. What do I have in here? Are these? They are strings that I have. So I might as well take them as strings because I think this is the only place we're going to use them. So I might as well take ownership of them. Now, is there a reason why I'm taking that as a stir? I don't think so. I'm just going to take that as a string too. Okay, so we have our get user token, which takes in those two things, and we're going to return a result with a user token in it. Okay, so we're going to have to create that. Now this is just a function. Let's go ahead and do this here. That's I believe a struct, right? Or did I create that as its own type? I did create this as a struct. No, wait. This is okay, yeah, this is my own. This is my own. Okay. You have the opposite mentality. I always take references unless I need ownership for some reason. I think I go back and forth on this type of thing. Most recently, I choose to go ownership unless I want to use it in multiple places. Like in my mind, it's sort of like a communication to either myself or anybody else who's reading this code. It's almost like a statement of this thing, like the client ID. This piece of memory is going to be consumed in this. I've got it there. I created it in main. I'm giving it to the main library, and then I'm giving it to auth, and then it's gone. And it's gone forever from there, that point. So I guess that's how I think of it. And I don't think it like there's no good or like bad around either way. Like if I just took in references, that would work just as well. But yeah, like so that's just the mentality that I have around it right now. But it doesn't matter. Like in the end, all that matters is that the code works and is easy to read and work with, right? Okay, so I want this. Do you need to be public? I don't know if this needs to be public. It might need to be because I'm exporting it out. It'll yell at me if it's not. Okay, so we're going to start with you. Okay, so we grab you in. Yeah, okay, so you need to be public here. That's fine. Now you're just yelling at me that you're not being used, which is also fine. Wait a second. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. User token is not mine. Okay, user token is owned by Twitch OAuth 2. Okay, so I do need to grab this out. So this is going to be not Twitch API. Oh, Twitch API? Isn't there a Twitch auth? Can it get Twitch? Okay, now I'm Twitch auth, I think. So Twitch API is what we're using, which is also known as Twitch RS. And then authentication, use this. Oh, but that's actually re-exported, isn't it? Okay, so never mind. I don't need to do anything here. I do need to kind of add it though, right? So cargo add Twitch API. We need the event sub. So I need Helix, request, and event sub. Helix, request, event sub. Do I want that Twitch OAuth 2 as well? Let's see if we can find it now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, import you. All right, so now we're happy there. Okay, so inner client. So we're going to use request client builder. I'm going to grab, okay, so with redirect policy, okay, so we're going to grab you. We're going to grab the client ID. Okay, so we create a brand new client ID from this. We create a brand new client secret from this. We parse the redirect URL. We then create a token builder. And right now we're only getting these redemptions. I might want to do that slightly differently. Okay, request. Oh, wait, is a request not re-exported? Oh, I don't think it is. And there was a very specific version of request we needed, didn't we? Yes, it was that 0.11. Okay, so that gives us all those things. Now we get our token builder. Now, token builder, I'm setting these scopes. So I want to, I'm thinking, okay, where do I want to put the scopes? I could either have like a config object or something, or because this is an auth, it kind of makes sense to me just to have some constants. Can I do a constant with a vector? Const scopes is going to be a vec of stir. Does this, wait, so this type. Yeah, you take an actual vector in. You don't take any like, okay, so it has to be a vector. And so we can have scope. It's going to be that kind of scope. And we want channel read redemptions. And channel manage redemptions. Isn't read redemptions, is that the only one I need? I don't remember anymore. Okay. Are you going to yell at me because I can't expect to stir? Oh, found scope. So you're actually scope. Allocations are not okay. So I was hoping that would work. I could turn you into, okay, so what if I don't do this as a vector? What if I use this as an actual array? So it's going to be a scope 1 right now. Yeah, okay, that works. Now, I create the token builder. Yeah, and then it takes multiple times. Okay, so use user token builder. We hand it the client ID, the client secret, and the redirect URI. We're going to set the scopes. And that's going to be our scopes. And I want to force verify. We're going to just chew that. Now you need to be a as vector. Because I'm giving ownership of it? Yeah, it needs to be an as vector. I guess like can I into this? Yeah, I can into that. Okay, that works. Okay, so then I need to create the URL for this. So this is gonna be the URL I'm telling the user, who is me, to go to. So this is the auth URL. Apparently it's a tuple with a bunch of things in here, and I only care about that one. So we're a token builder. We're going to generate the URL. And then I have to print this out and get the URL from the user. And okay, so do I want to do this like in multiple different things? So I want to not really. I'm just sort of like sweeping things or moving things around, but not really doing anything better. Like, okay, so I'm converting these into the appropriate things. I guess I could use a config object which holds these. There is I've heard multiple takes on the security of memory, of whether or not you want to drop like the secrets out of memory as quickly as possible or not. Right now, that's exactly what we're doing, right? We're taking ownership of the secrets of the ID, and as soon as this function is going to be done, it's going to be gone. If I put those into a config struct, they'll stick around, which is like, how dangerous is this really for me? I don't think it's going to be that bad because this is only meant to run on my system. I'm not like putting the environment, these variables into GitHub. So I think it should be fine. So, okay. So we're going to move more to like your style tkettle where we're going to probably pass in a reference to a config object and then actually, have a config. So now this probably is going to be a pub mod config. WTF Blub, hello. If there's someone reading your memory, you have other concerns than clearing your memory. Yeah, I guess like the thing was, like, okay, is this only going to run on systems that I have control over? And the answer is yes, because this is only going to run on my local system. I'm not going to put this into the cloud. I'm not going to have just sort of random people run this with my token and my information. This is going to be just me. So it's as secure as I can possibly, as secure an environment as it should be, unless I do silly things. But as you mentioned, if I do silly things, I have bigger issues after. If I do silly things that allow other things to start reading this memory, that's a problem. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to go into auth here, and I want client ID, client secret, and redirect URL, and I want to throw them in here. Should I make these pub? Maybe, but I don't want these to be strings. This can now be a client ID. You can be a client secret. Redirect URL, I think, still remains a string. All right, so we'll take a client ID. Now, in this case, again, I can take a string because I'm just taking ownership of it, and I'm lazy. So client secret string redirect URL is a string. Okay. And we're going to turn a self here. Self with a capital S because I'm returning an instance of the struct. Okay, so we have our client ID, and that's going to be a client ID new from the client ID. Okay, now those aren't being run anymore. This is going to be fine. So we're going to go back to main, and we're going to create this. I guess Twitch username, that should just go in here too. Thinking about this more, I wonder if I can just do this. New from env. So new from environment. I don't take you in at all. I grab you. Paste you in there. Okay, so we grab oh, you know what? Yeah, adding on Twitch on these could be helpful. Just to make it more obvious what we're looking at. Oh, ad break starts in 10 seconds. I'll probably be working through this one. Okay, so we get all that information. We get you. This is good. So in main, I want to now grab new from environment. Now, you are expecting, that's probably not what I want, is it? Now I want you to return a result. Okay, so for each of these expects, let's change those to context. And then we can question mark you. And then return OK self at the end. What are you upset about? Why am I not? Let's see. No method name context. Oh, because I have to import. Yeah, to do that. Okay, there we go. Also, something your bot could do in the future, sending to chat when an ad is coming up. Oh, yeah, that's true. The way that would work. Yeah, okay, so I have to add now another box out here. So no, because like okay. These would all be different threads, right? So this is gonna be Twitch chat wrapper, Twitch chat API. And that goes out like that. So multiple threads in this direction. But yeah, that could definitely work. I could have it just announce out loud because that's also funny if it just interrupts me constantly. Okay, so let's now expect, and our expect is going to be, I mean, actually, I think I can I just unwrap this? And it should just handle that for me. Okay, so now I have my config. And I can create the config from the other library too. Okay. Yeah, so everything we're doing in main here is really for just testing that this application works, because the main manager is going to run the library stuff directly. And so it's going to have to create its own config and pass that in too. So because of that, no, I think this will be fine. We're just going to name it that. Okay, so we have our config. For our library, we have run now. And so you'll take in ownership of the config. Oh, and you have to await, and then you can unwrap. Okay, so we're good there. And now in auth, we'll take in a config instead of this. But this time we had taken a reference to it because we'll need that config elsewhere. Now I don't need any view because I already have you, right? I already have the client secret. I already have this.